it's over. Our lockdown is over. We're going out on the road. But we had to go and get a part, didn't we? Because the tap had broken. And so we used this time to go on the road.
Very exciting. We'd left it a couple of days because we had wet weather, but then the sun shone.
Oh,
and off we set. We picked up the mic.
Shone.
We picked up the micro switch and then had a night here in Porto Taverna.
Look at that beach, a beach. Can I just say, I actually fixed that micro switch straight there and then.
You did?
I did.
You're my hero.
Thank you very much.
Had a bit of a walk about and an explore. Lovely it was. It was weird how quickly it felt so normal to be just travelling about again, didn't it?
It did. Yes.
Stopped for water.
Water.
We washed our hair there as well,
I know, by the side of the road.
A bit naughty. Well, it wasn't naughty.
We're just crazy dudes, aren't we? Crazy. Yeah. The lockdown has made us crazy.
Getting it all out of our system, weren't we?
Yeah, the freedom.
So off now to somewhere we'd been before because we were very excited.
We were.
We'd, quote, met, unquote, fellow Brits online who also were locked up down in Sardinia.
Locked up down in Sardinia.
Yes. And we were off to meet them.
Yeah.
And there they are, Meg and Cal, Flora and the Novice Explorers. They're YouTubers.
They are YouTubers. We've got friends that are YouTubers.
We have, and that's how come we've got drone footage, because we pinched it from them.
Yeah, it's very cool, wasn't it?
Yeah, there we are, look. It was great, wasn't it?
Fantastic.
Yabbering and jabbering away we were.
Social distancing.
Yes, you had a stick, didn't you?
That's the stick I was holding, and we had some
make sure
Prosecco.
Prosecco, had a swim, which we didn't realise.
I know we weren't supposed to go in the water.
No, that was another 2 weeks away to stop people crowding the beaches, I think. Never mind.
And then something we've never done before ever. We had a beach fire.
And how much fun was that?
It was really great. All the scavenging of wood we did.
Sand beneath our toes.
A bit of grooving.
Dancing.
Singing.
Woke up to another beautiful day. Another beautiful beach. So we'll just go back because that's not quite how we woke up in the morning, is it, Jay?
No. And the beach fire was fun for a moment until this happened.
What happened? Over to you.
Prosecco, dancing to Michael Jackson,
It's
wobbly
his fault.
sand, sort of fell over and then stepped backwards into the fire, which you could see happening, and you gave me an almighty shove so I didn't land whole body into there. You saved my life.
I think I possibly could have done.
Yeah, so I ended up with a quite badly burnt foot, and it's still repairing, isn't it?
And that was a month ago.
Yep.
And only in the last day or two have you managed to
put
a tiniest bit of weight.
Yeah.
Anyway, so of course that meant
we've got our own lockdown.
Self-imposed lockdown. So I am now
chief driver, chief cook, chief carer, chief bottle washer, toilet emptier, water supplier.
Yeah, we decided to go back to the lake because that was where we knew we went home, didn't we?
We went home.
You were talking to everyone. I think Bronwyn was one of the few people who you were able to show your foot photos to, the only one who was happy to look. You did manage to get the inverter fixed that we'd had to go back for anyway.
We did have to go back.
So it was being delivered there. You got it fitted, but not as well as we wanted. We want it in the van, really, but that was a good temporary fix.
Yeah, so we can get your computer
and we
up
ordered
running.
some crutches.
They came.
And they arrived, so then we were able to set off again. But it has, a month ago? And
it's 5 weeks.
I can't tell you how bad this burn it has
Oh, yes.
been.
Do private message me if you'd like to see some really good photo.
Need to do a bit of a shout out to Hazel, don't we? Joe would not go to the hospital, even though it was severe enough. I think with hindsight we should have gone. But Hazel, dial a medic, was at the other end of the phone for us and
gave us all the advice on how to keep it clean and what to put on it and
what to get from the chemist.
Yeah.
Thanks, Hazel.
Thanks, Hazel.
We've spent a fortune at the chemist.
We
getting
have.
You all the
We must have spent about €100 so far.
And Hazel was extremely impressed at how well, and I would have to include myself, looked after it.
Yeah.
And that you didn't get an infection.
Yeah, no, it's been really good.
Anyway, off we went to Stintino.
Yes.
And this is a really long stretch of beach. There's about 500 metres, isn't there, that you can park
500
along?
metres.
500
oh,
metres.
That's Stintino place.
Yes. And not far from the beach at all, but you couldn't have got across there, even though it was only about 10 feet. But we were due to meet Annika and Renus the next day. It was a bit too busy there, wasn't it?
It was.
And
really
we couldn't
busy.
sit outside.
No, you're not allowed to have any camping.
And you couldn't get onto the beach. We've subsequently bought an umbrella, but never mind. So we met them in a car park to say goodbye. So Annika and Renus, our lockdown neighbours.
Yeah, with lovely Bundy.
Yeah. And then they were off. They've gone to
Aqua.
Corsica.
They have? That's weird. I don't want them to go.
Next up, Pelosa.
Lapa what?
La Pelosa. Look how busy that beach is.
Good grief.
So we didn't stay there.
No.
We went up behind La Pelosa, on top of these rock cliffs. He can get us anywhere, can't he?
can.
And you managed, how far? I can't think how far it
10
was.
metres.
Yeah. Hobbling on your crutches, because absolutely no weight has been on your feet until a couple of days ago.
No, I couldn't put it down, could I? Because my toes are all burnt. And...
So I'd walk along beside you, hobbling with the chair in case you needed to sit down.
Because I was about 10 seconds before I needed to stop. Look how far I walked!
And it was having your foot hanging that was really painful.
I was on
was
painkillers
agony.
all day long, wasn't I? Just paracetamol and Nurofen.
Yeah, just throbbing. But that was a pretty cool place, wasn't it, to stop?
Yeah.
Bit of a lunar landscape.
Lunar.
Lunar.
Have you been to the moon?
No.
Oh, just wondered. I'd like to go to the moon.
Would you?
Yeah, Virgin Atlantic might do tickets to it one day, you know.
Well, if you keep getting things wrong with you, Jay, I think it might be quite a wise place for you to go.
I might fall over up there, though. You know, the gravity's a lot less, isn't it? So I might not, if I fall, I'd just sort of like...
Yeah, you could keep your foot above you all the time then and not...
I'd be wearing a helmet.
Finally went to a campsite, needed water.
And a shower.
They recommended someone who was able to fit the inverter underneath, so we could still use it because it's got a remote control.
It has! So doody!
So we are now able, with a remote control, to charge my laptop.
Computer, yeah, and it's brilliant because we can do it from inside the van. We don't have to go
Yeah.
outside and switch it on or do it.
And then really it was about finding a view for your room.
What am I doing today? Watching the waves. What have I done every day? Looked out the window. It's like day 15 of self-inflicted bloody lockdown. Hey ho. It's a nice view though. Can I just say, well, you can say in my defence, I haven't been too bad, have I?
No, Joe's been, given the circumstances, you've been amazing. Having had however many weeks in lockdown and then to have 2 days of freedom and then this happened, you've actually coped remarkably well.
12 weeks of pre-lockdown got me in training for my personal lockdown, didn't it?
It did.
Oh.
Then,
What?
well, it's just been a question of finding views for you.
Yes,
seeing
yes,
as you're
yes.
a bit van-bound.
Van.
And when you're wild camping, you're not supposed to have chairs outside. So it's about you being able to look out the window and see something nice.
Yeah.
And this
Was nice.
up there with the best, wasn't
was,
it?
Yeah.
And we went along to the end. We couldn't get any further than that because it was a bit bumpy. Had we been able to do so, we'd have... Well, I saw lovely views, so I've got it on here for you. Look, it's coming up. Look, this
you
is
went
what
for a
you could-
walk, didn't you?
Yeah.
Came back and showed me footage.
Yes.
Really, I was so chuffed for you.
It was stunning. Unfortunately, we didn't realise it was a private road, and although it was on park for the night, a shepherd did in the morning
Yeah.
knock on the door.
And say, move.
Meg and Cal came for the night as well, didn't
Yeah.
they? I don't know why I kept not getting the camera out whenever we saw them. So, but you managed to do a bit of cleaning.
Yeah.
You got the chairs out because this isn't somewhere the police come along who would tell you get your chairs back in.
That's right. So we thought we were all right here, didn't we?
I did help you usually
Well,
move
always.
chairs.
Well, I couldn't carry stuff
But it was
around
quite
me.
interesting just getting a bit of videos to show how immobile you actually are.
Never mind, eh?
And the van You weren't impressed with my cleaning. You just
Not
needed
been
to
great,
keep,
has it, Kay?
You wanted to keep it. I've been saving it for you.
Yeah, of course.
I've been so busy doing other things.
I know. Now you wonder what I did all day long.
Yeah,
what you do all day long.
Yeah, but you haven't been doing what I do. So you still think I don't do anything because you haven't been having to do any of it. I've been doing absolutely everything. Anyway, beautiful views. That's what we've done. That's Meg and Cal arriving in Flora. We had a great evening, and I'm just going to keep showing footage of this spot because it was just stunning.
I haven't had a drink really since, have I? I think I've had a glass of wine, but I've been too
We met up with Meg and Cal again after this, or a week or so after this, and you braved it, didn't you? And
yeah, I think I had one glass, and I was like, I ordered a couple, and I was like, no, can't have any more. Don't want to fall over. God.
Yeah, I had to be near the van to get back to it. This is just opposite that road. It's a cemetery. We were able to get water from there, and that was a lovely view for you, wasn't it?
Smashing,
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Leave you in the van, wouldn't I, and go off for a walk, knowing you were safe.
Wow. I got out all on my own.
Well done, progress. Even though the deal was you're not supposed to move until I come back.
Nah.
Yeah.
It's frustrating at times.
Off now to the mining town of Argentiera, I think.
Argentiera.
And we were just going to sort of drive through here, but actually it turned out there was a massive car park, somewhere we could park.
Flat.
We had a view of the Lido filling up with water. You could get your chair out.
Yep.
Because nobody seemed... Well, we just used... Now we have the crutches.
That was our excuse.
That was our excuse. Oh, sorry,
Look,
Carboneira. She can't
No
walk
one
anywhere.
bothered us,
I'm with an
though.
invalid. You can't not let her have a chair.
Yeah.
So I'd get you in position with everything you needed,
Yeah.
looking enviously at the beach bar below.
Yeah.
But you had no hope and chance.
Hell of getting to.
Yeah.
And people going in the sea.
And I'd go for a wander and up to the church.
It's good, wasn't it?
Yeah, but it was. I think it closed. Did it in the early '60s? This mining town. It was silver and various bits. And I don't know why I didn't video it, because there was one day when the sea was really shimmering silver-like. But they have notices all over, don't they, warning you?
Yes, you have to wash after you've been in the sea, don't you?
You ought to. And children should only go in the sea for maximum 30 days a year for 4 hours a time or
Sounds a
something.
bit scary. Does it come out radioactive or something?
I think it's a UNESCO site though, and they are trying to do it up as a visitor. That's the slag heap there. All the slag. And that's me standing on the slag
You
heap.
slag.
Ooh, charming.
Not you.
I know. So, calm seas.
Yours.
The Lido replenished with fresh sea water.
For people to splosh in.
And so we carried on our way. We spent 3 nights there, you know.
I know, look, there's me doing the filming for a change with my foot in it.
Yes, foot taking centre stage. Well, it has been a bit centre stage, hasn't it?
All
the
through
last
this
few
video, I'm so sorry it's banging on about it, but there you are.
Well, and it goes on. The story is not yet finished. When you walk again on 2 feet without crutches.
Yeah.
So back towards Algeciras, and we actually revisited a picnic place that we had been to in February, which had everything we needed. So we thought we'll stop there for the night, but we ended up, well, Cal and Meg came to join us, and we ended up staying 6 nights. We both kept saying, "Oh, we're going tomorrow."
Yeah, we'll go tomorrow. And then we saw, because the drive into town is easy. And it's got water, and it's just lovely, wasn't it? And a lovely little picnic area.
And lovely views for you. For your room with a view, it ticked that box.
It did. Oh, happy days.
Yeah. Okay. That's
Ciao.
it. Nous sommes finis.
Oh, we're in Italy.
But for how long is the question?
Not much longer, I don't
It is
think.
the question that
Not
is...
much longer.
Yes.